All right, welcome to our orientation for our 6-week fall challenge. My name is Chris Mertz. I am the owner of Fit Body Boot Camp, and we're gonna have a great night. I'm gonna tell you all the details so you know exactly what to do for the challenge. Oh, hello. Donna's in the house. All right. Perfect. Can you hear me okay? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
Okay.
Sweet, okay. So we're gonna hammer through this so you know what to expect and what to do. And we are recording this, so I'm gonna send this to everybody else that can't make it on tonight.
Me.
But just to give a quick background about Fit Body Boot Camp, sorry, Donna, this is gonna be old news for you. My wife, Heather, and I own Centerville Fit Body Boot Camp, and we started almost not quite 4 years ago. So I actually can't believe how long the times are going, or the years are going by. But the reason we wanted to open up Fit Body is we wanted a place where people feel supported in their goals. They had a community and a great place to be able to work out, but also a place where they can work on their mindset as well, because that is such a huge part of fitness and just being more healthy is a good mindset. So our mission statement at Fit Body Boot Camp is to help other people feel empowered, have more confidence, and have a greater belief in themselves. So that's what our goal is, along with our coaches, to make sure our members and people feel like that. So that's a little bit about us. We have some amazing coaches. We have Bravo in the morning, Ashley in the morning. We have Amber that's also in the morning, and she is out for a little bit after having some surgery. And we have Taylor in the night. So you'll get to meet all of our amazing coaches, and I'll kind of go into a little bit further details of how that's gonna work with the coach. So I wanna ask a quick question. What was it like when you first learned how to drive a car? Was it pretty hard, Donna? Yeah. It took a while, right? Especially if you learned how to drive stick. So this is like anything else, right? But once you started learning how to drive a car, you had, you kind of messed up, maybe bumped around a little bit, wasn't sure where to turn or how everything worked. But as you continued to practice, continue to do it, you became a pro at driving a car. Probably 3 weeks, a month later, you're probably driving with one knee, eating a Big Mac, right? Maybe not a Big Mac, but yeah, you got so used to it that it's come second nature to you. Okay, so I want to keep that in mind, because I know I gave you guys a lot of information as regards to the challenge, and I want to make sure that you just take one step at a time, and we'll figure this out. You don't have to know everything right at the beginning, but we'll make sure that you know what to do and that you're successful with this challenge. So another thing I want to reiterate is that there's never a perfect time to do something great. If you're waiting for the perfect time, you're going to keep waiting, and it's never going to happen. So you have to create the time to make it perfect. So even though, we all have schedules, we all have things in life and things happen, but I want to make sure that you all pay close attention and make sure you make your health a priority. And you have to make it a priority. You have to set that time aside to really make things happen, because no one else is going to do it for you. This is all up to you. Obviously, we want to help support you, give you resources, and help you be a lot more successful. But it's really up to you to make those changes. And so we're actually thrilled that you decided to join us on this challenge that's going to start on Monday, the 20th, because you're taking that initiative and you're going to work on you and your health. So this is going to be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen because I got some slides that we're going to go over that will help you understand all that's in, compromise, or what all encompasses in the challenge. So let me just share my screen real quick, and hopefully this will work okay. Oh, okay, well, there we go. Let's see. Here I have my slide presentation. So here we go. So you can see that all right, Donna?
Yep.
Awesome. I'm glad you're on this, by the way.
Glad I'm the only one here.
Yeah, me too. Me and Donna hanging out Thursday night. All right. Okay. So we're going to hammer through this. My goal is to be done in like 20, 25 minutes. So this is going to go by fast. Okay. Fit Body Challenge. It's going to be awesome. And can't move my screen. Oh, here we go. Okay. Whatever. So we got 6 sections to cover. We're going to go over questions. If you have questions, Donna, let me know. So we got 6 sections. The first one's going to be Fat Loss 101. We're going to go over nutritional stuff, making a meal plan, tracking your food, coach, and then putting it all together. All right. So sounds good. So traditional diets don't work. Why do you think that is, Donna? Why don't traditional diets work?
It's too restrictive usually, and it's hard to keep up with that same thing all the time.
It's hard doing it long term, isn't it?
Right.
And to be honest with you, it's really easy to lose weight, and anybody can do it. You just don't eat. And I promise you, you will lose weight. But it's not realistic, right? And that's why traditional diets don't work. Some things are very, very calorie restrictive, which means you will lose weight fast. But then you put it right back on. So let's go over that. They say 95% of dieters will regain the weight they lose and more within 3 years. So we definitely don't want that. That's not good. Statistics, 95%, who signed up for that? That's the bad news. But the good news is there's a better way. So we want to introduce you to the Fit Body Nutrition System and Coaching Program. This is what this is all about. Okay, so section 1. So this is Dina that had done a challenge, and I want to ask you, how many pounds do you think Dina lost? Any guesses? What do you think? What do you think, Donna?
Isn't it like 5 pounds?
Yes, you are right. She actually lost 6 pounds.
6 pounds.
So the point of this is a body transformation. Sometimes the scale will not move as much, but that's why we want to be focused on inches. And, if you gain a little bit of muscle, that is awesome. But we want to talk about transformation. So here's a couple other people that had some results that you can see in 6 weeks, had some big changes. So it's totally possible, and it's going to happen here at Centerville FBBC. So here's some other people with some good results. So we're going to go over the fat loss triangle. This is key. This is important. The first part of it is sustainability. This is our foundation. Whatever we do, we have to make it sustainable. All right. So what that means is that we can do it long term, and we can continue to do that, right? If we do something that's not going to just for a short term, it's not going to stick. So whatever we do as far as nutrition, working out, it has to be something we can do long term. So that is going to be key, is sustainability. The second thing is a calorie deficit. How many calories are in a pound of fat? Any guesses? Just give me a guess.
I have no idea.
So there's 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat.
Okay.
See, you learned something tonight.
There you go.
So for us to be able to have fat loss, we have to be in a caloric deficit, meaning we have to burn this many calories and we have to eat this many calories. There has to be a gap. There has to be a gap for us to lose fat. Okay, if we eat as many calories as we burn, that's called maintenance. If we eat more calories than we burn, we're going to store that extra amount as fat. So we have to be in a deficit to have fat loss. So we will go over why calories are so important, and we'll kind of go over a little bit more of that. The second thing, the last thing is protein. Protein is awesome. I meet with a lot of different people, and a lot of people that I meet with all lack sometimes in getting enough protein in their diet. Protein is thermogenic, which means your body burns more calories trying to digest protein than other types of foods. And I'm talking about carbs, macros. So protein also helps you stay full. So you feel a lot more full when you have protein in with your meals than if you were just to eat carbs and other types of foods. So we want to focus on protein as well. So that's our fat loss triangle. This is what's going to help us get the results that everybody's looking for. Okay, that's already section 1. Do you have any questions about that? Perfect. Question or section 2. So there's 2 types of thinking when you do a challenge or even just in life, right? There's the finite game and there's the infinite game. We want to focus more on the infinite game. We don't want to think there's, an end date to this. We want to be able to have healthy choices, and we want to continue those healthy choices even after 6 weeks. The finite game is low calorie diets. We want to actually eat as much as possible and still get results, still lose fat. The finite game has yo-yo diets. We want to focus on lifestyle. This is about, sustainability. Eliminate food groups. So we're not going to eliminate a food group. We're going to actually just have balanced nutrition. There's a difference between weight loss and fat loss for sure, right? If I step on the scale, weigh myself, I take my shoes off, weigh myself again, I just lost weight because I'm now lighter on the scale, but that's not what we're talking about. We don't want to lose weight. We want to lose fat. So there's a difference. There's also things that we can do that will show you that you can have different phases of if it's not just about a fat loss phase. So there you go. We want to talk about the infinite game. So strategic way to change how many calories you eat at different times throughout the year to optimize your body's ability to lose fat over a longer period of time. So what does that mean? There's 3 phases. So we have a fat loss phase, which means we'll be in a calorie deficit, right? There's going to be a transition phase, which means we're going to up our calories. And there's a maintenance phase. It kind of gives you like, hey, your body should be eating this many calories to be able to maintain. So there's different types of phases to long-term fat loss. You don't want to be in a fat loss phase all the time because your body adapts, gets used to it, and then you can't lose fat. You'll be a plateauing. Same thing with the transition phase. It only works for a little bit to kind of trick your body, and then you want to go into another fat loss phase. So just depending on what your goals are. We talked about 95% of dieters gain that weight back. That's it. Section 2 is done. All right. Any questions for section 2?
Nope.
Perfect. So we're going to talk about how to make a meal plan. There's really 2 things you want to focus on during the challenge: is how to make a meal plan and tracking your food. I'm going to go over tracking your food in just a little bit, but we're going to talk about meal plans. So you're going to have a daily calorie bank account, which means you'll have a total daily calorie amount that you'll divide into meals. So let's just say your daily budget 1,600 calories, and you want to divide that into 4 meals. You're going to be eating 400 calories per meal. So as you can see right there, there's good investment foods and poor investment foods. We're actually not going to limit what you eat. So good investment foods fill you up, they fuel your workouts, they help you feel better, and they aid digestion. Poor investment foods are little nutritional value. they're calorie dense, they have a lot more calories, and they leave you more hungry. So we all kind of experience what these two different types of foods are. We want to stay with the good and stay with the good investments. Eat more, eat some, eat less. So these are things you want, these are just examples of things you want to eat more of, eat some of, and then eat less of. So if you want to really have fries, you can have fries. Just don't have a lot of fries, okay? Same thing with like bread or honey or tortillas. You know, have some of that. The things you want to eat really more of is the chicken breast, you know, red meat even, plain Greek yogurt, bone broth. Those are just examples. So obviously nutrition is not a one size fits all. This is going to help you build a meal plan. Okay, so I'll go over this real quick. Remember our daily budget, 1,600, 400 calories each meal. So we're going to build a meal that's going to match 400 calories. So in the resources, you actually have access to all of this stuff in your resources, and this will help you know how much to eat so you can get to 400 calories. So for example, if you want to do a protein shake, we have some stuff called True Lean that's really good. We're in the eat more category, and see we're here in protein. Here's carbs. Let's say we want to put in a banana. You can do that. I mean, I wouldn't really recommend a banana because there's other things you can do that are better. And then we're going to do some almond butter. So this is our protein, our carbs, and our fat, and we add it together. It tells you how many the serving sizes should be, what the calories are, and it equals to 400 calories. So then that gives us a meal. And then we can write it down so we can build our meal plan. Let's just do another one. So avocado. Oh, so this just gives you how many calories. So you can see the calories are all 112, right? Because we're in the 400 calorie meal plan. So it kind of gives you, it helps you out. This is a great way to do it. So all of these different fats, we're in the fat category, eat more of, you know, these are going to be 112 calories. So you always want to measure and weigh your food. There's also meal plans. So if you're like, forget that, I don't want to build my meals, I just want to follow something. So we actually have meal plans in here that you can actually just follow. So it's going to be really easy. You click on it, on different options for you, and it will have, just like this, a meal plan totally designed for you. These are actually created by licensed dietitians. So there you go. They're going to be based on how many calories a day that you want to be eating. All right. And then we also have meal plan thought starters. So if you're like, I don't really want a meal plan that's totally detailed, and I don't really want to build a meal plan, this gives you some ideas of what you can eat. So this is awesome. So like, for instance, Monday morning, you can have egg whites, bread, avocado, and some tomatoes and lettuce. For your snack, you can have a shake. You know, meal 3 is a salad, chicken salad. So this just gives you ideas of what you can have throughout the day. It's not going to tell you exactly how much. You'll have to figure that out. But it will at least give you the foods in each category: protein, carb, fat. And then you'll see here that you have some free vegetables. So you can go to town on free vegetables. You can have as many as you like, and you don't have to really count those calories because they're going to be very minimal. So what if you want to eat something that's not on the food list? You can just track it. That's all I suggest, is just track it out so you know how many calories you're eating, and that you will stay within your budget. The only option that's off the table is giving up on meal planning for yourself. So we don't want to give up. We want to keep this going. Okay, that's section 3. Section 4, this is going to be easy because I'm going to make it real easy. There are ways to track your food, okay? And it is helpful. I'll be the first to admit that tracking your food can be very eye-opening, okay? we have there's two apps that will sync to our Fit Body coaching app, which is MyFitnessPal and Fitbit. Okay, you actually don't have to have a Fitbit. You can actually just use the app. Now, about this challenge, we want to make it easy for the people doing the challenge. We are not requiring you to track your food on one of these apps. It's there if you really want to, and it is helpful because it really gives you an idea of what you're eating over time and what you need to change. Okay, it's really, and you can even do this in a food journal. So our biggest thing is we want to make this easy, comfortable for people to do. So you can let us know if you want to track your food with one of these apps, or, you know, if you don't let us know, we just assume that you're not going to be using the apps to track. So it's not a requirement. We do want you to track your food. So I would suggest at least food journaling, even if it's just for like 1 week. I'm just going to food journal for 1 week. We recommend you doing that, but we don't want you to overwhelm you with all these apps, all these things that you have to do. Okay. Sound good?
Yep.
We got Donna and Donna.
Hey, cool.
All right. So that's all my bit about tracking food. If you want to use it, we will help you. We'll get you set up and we'll make it work. Okay. But it's totally up to you. All right. Section 5. We're almost there. We got 2 more sections left. You guys are all doing good hanging with me here. So this is actually one of my most favorite parts of the challenge of what we offer, and that is your own personal accountability coach. Why this is so important is because you have someone at your fingertips for you to ask questions if you need help, but also they're going to check up on you and make sure you are on track and that you're hitting your goals and that you're reaching those goals. Okay, that is their job. But this will help you be successful during the 6-week challenge. This is huge. So you're going to come up with goals every week, and you're going to let your coach know what those goals are, and you're going to make sure that we hit those. Okay. We will send out a link, I believe, on Thursday for you to check in and kind of evaluate your week. We want to see how you did, what you struggled with, and what went good. Okay, because then your coach will be able to take that and respond to you. So this is what a progress report is going to look like. You'll have today's date. You'll put your name in there. It will also have like who your coach is, what Fit Body location we're at, and they'll just ask you like, hey, how did you do in nutrition this week? How was your energy levels? How did you sleep? Are you getting water and all that stuff? So it's going to ask you those questions, and you'll be able to evaluate yourself. So we will be really on track every week, making sure things are happening. Okay. We also want to make sure you're tracking inches. Okay. So this is something that you'll do at home with one of those, what they call them, material tape measures, right? So you're going to make sure you track your weight. And then we're going to go over as far as inches go, chest, waist, belly button, hips, your biceps, your arms, and your legs. The key thing to remember is just to make sure you're doing it in the exact same spot each time. Okay. And in the resource site, this will show you kind of how to do this. So if you have questions, there's some more information there, or you can ask myself or one of the coaches. This tells you where to go, where to take those measurements. If you see, there's going to be your belly button. You can see me. Back up a little bit. So it's going to ask you to take your belly button right here, and then your waist. So your waist, your actual waist, is if you were to lean over to the side where that crease is, that's actually your waist. Okay. So there's going to be, your belly button's probably going to just be a little bit lower than what your actual waist is. And then obviously your hips, you want to do like the widest part over your butt for the hips, but you just want to make sure you do it in the exact same spot every time. Progress reports are not optional. You have to do those because we want to make sure that you're getting results. And the only way we can help you to see where you're at is if you give us those reports. Okay, so what's important? Remember, okay, another thing that's really important is taking before and after pictures. The reason why this is so good, because you know what you look like every day and you see yourself in the mirror every day. And hopefully you say something good about yourself when you see yourself in the mirror. If you take a shot and then a month later, 6 weeks later, take another shot, you'll actually see some differences. It's a lot easier to see progress when you have before and after pictures. So we want to make sure you're doing that. So we're done with section 5. Any questions about that? Went over? Okay. So putting it all together, we got a couple of recap of important things is we want you to make sure you download and set up your Fit Body coaching app. If some of you don't have that yet, I'll make sure to send it to you, or you can just let me know. I know you need one, Donna. We'll make sure you get that link and that you get that all set up. Complete your initial evaluation. The initial evaluation will help us know what your daily calories should be. So make sure you do that initial evaluation. This is optional, is the tracking app. Don't feel like you have to do it. If you do, let us know and we'll help you through that process. Take before and after pictures, okay? Important, make sure you're due before pictures. And engage with your coach. This is critical. The coach can only help you as much as you help them, okay? So we got to engage with our coach, make sure we're responding and giving them all the info that we need, and they will help you along that path. Commit to yourself. You got to be committed, okay? You can do this. I'm telling you, the habits and the things that you're going to work on this next 6 weeks will be life-changing. It can be life-changing. So I'm excited. Like, this is so fun because you're going to see some big changes, and it can work not just your physical health, but it's going to help with your mindset. Okay. This is just other stuff to think about, administrative stuff. We want to make sure you have clean, dry shoes. So we encourage our members to bring, have outside shoes, and then when they come in to Fit Body, to have their inside shoes. The reason why is because we have this amazing blue floor, and sometimes our faces are on the floor. So we want to make sure the floor is clean. That's why. And I'm saying like stretching, or maybe we're doing swimmers or something like that. Our goal is not to have your face on the floor. Reserve sessions. And so in that email, there should be a way for you to download another app. I'm sorry, there's so many apps these days, but it will help you reserve session times. Okay, so you can just reserve times. We want you to be on time. Just so you know, masks are not required right now, so don't worry about that. Unless you feel like you want to wear a mask, you're more than welcome to. Yes, so this is kind of all general. They have a lot of Fit Bodies across the country, so not necessarily specific to us here in Utah. Rules: be positive, drink lots of water, so bring a water bottle. We recommend that. Kids, we actually have a kids section right there in that little half door. So if you have kids, you can bring them. They can hang out and play in the play area. We just don't have a staff member watching them, but it's all good. Lastly, is ask for help. If you need something, just ask. We are here to help you. This is going to talk about the Fit Body check-in app. There's going to be just a little video that will show you how to do that. And again, don't let this stop you from coming to work out. If this doesn't work or you can't figure it out, still come work. You're going to work out. You're going to be just fine, and we'll help you get that all taken care of. We're almost there. Giving up is not an option. We're staying with it, Donna and Donna. Okay. This is true. And I don't know if anybody heard Mel Robbins. You guys know who Mel Robbins is? She is the queen of, she has a book called The 5-Second Rule. I definitely recommend you look her up because she's really, really inspiring woman. She talks about you're one decision away. You're one decision away from the most amazing relationship, from your health being amazing, one decision away from, could be anything, doing good in school, doing good at your work. You're one decision away. So you're actually one challenge away from making a dramatic change in your life. And I promise you that this can be huge and you can really make a big difference in your life if you really follow everything that we help you with in this challenge. Fit Body, we believe in results, relationships, and community. We want, like I mentioned before at the beginning, we want to help you feel empowered. We want to help you have confidence. We want to help you have a better belief in yourself. And so you'll find our members are totally amazing. They're very friendly. Get to know other people. They'll become lifelong friends. So you'll find it's awesome. I'm not sure what 70% is. Oh, I know what that meant. 70% of people that usually do a challenge stay with us at Fit Body. So before the challenge ends, we'll give you an opportunity to continue. And we hope you do because, like I said it before, this is a lifelong change. This is a lifestyle. We want to help you be not just successful for 6 weeks. We want to help you be successful every day as long as you'll be with us. Okay. So that's what all that talks about. This is our last quote, and I'll sign off. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. This is by Mr. Henry Ford. And I honestly believe that if you think you can, you're going to take more action, right? You got to have that belief, and it has to be matched with action. If you believe you can't, if you really truly believe that, you're not going to take action because you don't believe it, right? So believe that you can, take that action, keep that belief strong, and I'm telling you, you will be successful in whatever goals you have. We are thrilled to have you part of this challenge. We're going to make this 6 weeks be off the chain. It's going to be amazing. We're going to get some awesome results, and we're really glad you're here with us. So there you go. Donna, do you have any questions for me about the challenge or anything else?
Nope.
Nothing at all? I did that good of a job?
You did a great job.
Everything? I try to go fast. Want to not make you guys go to fall asleep, because it is late right now. So awesome. Okay, well, thanks for joining us tonight. It starts on Monday. I know I have to send some of you some things, so I will do that. And if you have any questions, just reach out. We will make this an amazing 6 weeks. It'll be fun. So
hey, sorry. So I do have one question. Sorry. Well, I totally spaced zooming in on time. So can you send me the recording?
Yes, you got it.
And then also I'm just wondering, so in one of the emails I got, it talked about all that True Lean stuff. Did you talk about this already in?
Oh, I actually talk about that. So True Lean is a Fit Body brand of supplements, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I say supplements, I mean, we want to get most of our nutrition from whole foods, okay? There's obviously some good supplements that are out there that can help us just get results a little bit faster. I'm a big believer in protein shakes. I love them. I love the True Lean. The biggest thing about protein shakes is they're fast, they're easy, and they give you that boost of protein. So True Lean, yeah, is a part of Fit Body, and they will have some discounts and stuff like that. We have a few things here at the gym if you want to, not have to wait or pay for shipping. But I do know that headquarters, there's a lot of those emails, aren't there? The True Lean stuff. So you're more than welcome to, order some things. Everyday Fit is one of my favorite things to have. It helps you stay
was that the water?
Yes, it helps you put it in your water. Yes.
Okay.
So what that does is it helps curb appetite. It helps you burn a little bit more fat. It's only 5 calories and it has really, really clean ingredients. It tastes amazing. They have all these different flavors, and people just love it. So that's one thing I would recommend, is definitely looking for that Everyday Fit is like 2 thumbs up. So, but if you have questions about the True Lean supplements or anything else, just let us know. We'd be happy to help you with them.
Okay, that's what I just wondered, if like we weren't required to like.
No, yeah, it's totally optional. It's totally optional. Yeah.
And is it, so the protein, is it different protein than like what I would get at Costco, or like right now I drink the Fairlife protein drinks?
Oh yeah, those are good. Yeah, so the reason why I recommend these, or why I like them, is because they're very, very, very clean. In fact, so if you look at a lot of the ingredients in protein shakes, some of them have sucralose, which sucralose is a good sweetener, but there's some that are better, and then there's some that are worse. All True Lean products are sweetened by stevia leaf extract and monk fruit. So it's a lot cleaner than other types of protein. And so it just helps you get just a little bit, that edge of getting these better results. So that's going to be the difference. Is it just and it actually only has like 7 ingredients in the protein, which is incredible. So it has very few ingredients, and it's very healthy, and it tastes really good. So.
Okay. Do you usually mix the protein with like almond milk or with water?
Yeah, you can do either one, and it still tastes really good. Almond milk will help it make it like a little bit more like creamy in a way.
And do you have the protein powder and the Everyday Fit at your place there? Yeah,
we have some protein powder. I don't think we have any Everyday Fit at the moment in stock, but you can always just order it. And they should give you some discounts on some of those things. What's also cool is we have this, we call it the bar. So we actually can make protein shakes after your class if you want. Donna is our resident expert at that. And so it's actually, so we can make you some shakes too, which taste amazing. You have all these different types of flavors, and they're actually really good. So we have a couple of different options for you, not just True Lean, but some other things as well. So.
Okay. What flavor do you recommend of the Everyday Fit?
Sweet raspberry mango is really good. Like, I'm a big pina colada fan, so there's like a pina colada one, I think, or a pineapple one. The pineapple one's really good. If you like watermelon, they have a watermelon one, and also like a lemon lime drop. You can't go wrong on any flavors, but the most popular ones that I've seen are that sweet raspberry mango, and I think that pineapple one.
Okay. All right. Thanks. So you'll send me the recording of this and then instructions on the app, or to download the coaching app. Yeah.
So that should be, I don't know if you got it in your email.
Yeah. I mean, I did get an email, and it said like within 48 hours, you will receive a link for the app or something.
Gotcha. Yeah. I'll make sure you get all that stuff. So.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. Thanks.
Hey, you bet, Donna. Thank you. Thanks for those questions. Awesome. Have a great night.
Yeah.
We'll see you on Monday, if not before, at the gym.
So we can come in before and.
Yeah. If you want to come in tomorrow or Saturday, you are welcome to. Do you have a schedule?
I think I did see a schedule in one of the emails.
Perfect. Yeah, come anytime.
Okay.
Love to have you.
All right. Thanks.
Okay, you betcha. Have a great night.
Thanks. You too.
Bye-bye.